My wife opened our marriage, so why is she the one threatening divorce now? Here's the part she never saw coming. My wife, Adrienne, came back from a wellness retreat last spring and announced she'd outgrown the version of us. She wanted room to breathe, to rediscover herself, to love without walls. Translation: she wanted to keep seeing Ledger, her spin instructor, without the inconvenient label of cheating. I'm an insurance claims adjuster. I spend 40 hours a week reading documents very carefully and noticing the one detail that doesn't line up. While everyone assumes I'm boring furniture, I own one good jacket. My idea of a wild night is reorganizing my tools. Adrienne was certain a man like me would panic at the idea of an open marriage and beg her to keep things closed. So when she slid a printed relationship agreement across the kitchen table, an actual document she'd typed up and asked me to sign, she expected tears. Instead, I read it twice. "You're really okay with this?" she asked, pen hovering, smile a little too wide. "Seems fair," I said. "Mind if I keep a copy?" Her smile flickered. She didn't know that "mind if I keep a copy" is the most dangerous sentence a documents guy can say. The agreement was 3 pages, mostly her language about freedom and growth and no judgment. But she'd added one clause to seem reasonable, never imagining it would matter. Both parties agree to full honesty. Any relationship that began before the signing of this agreement is a betrayal and is not protected by this arrangement. She put that in to look fair. I signed. I kept my copy. For 4 months, Adrienne lived her best life. Spin classes that ran suspiciously late. Weekend girls trips, involving 0 girls. She'd float in past midnight, glowing, telling me about her journey to her authentic self. Meanwhile, I made dinner for our son, helped with his reading, and went to bed alone. I wasn't angry. I was busy, because here's the thing about being furniture. People forget you're in the room. Then a friend dragged me to a community woodworking class, mostly to get me out of the house. And that's where I met Ren. Ren restores old furniture for a living. Quiet, funny, in a dry way that took the room a second to catch. We'd actually both been at a neighborhood cleanup months earlier and never spoken. 2 calm people in the corner while everyone else made noise. We talked for 3 hours. She thought my habit of labeling everything in my garage was charming instead of alarming. First date, coffee turned into a 4-hour walk. Second date, she tried to teach me to refinish a chair and I produced something that looked like it had survived a fire. Third date, she met my son, who announced Ren was way funnier than mom, which I swear I did not coach. Suddenly, I was the one floating in past dinner, smiling at my phone. Adrienne noticed instantly. "You seem different, happier. Did something happen?" "Just a good few weeks," I said, texting Ren back. "Who keeps texting you?" "Her name's Ren. We're going to a show Saturday." Adrienne's face went the color of a stop sign. "You're dating someone? You can't just date someone. It's an open marriage," I said. "You wrote the rules. I have a copy. There are supposed to be boundaries. You run these things by me first." I actually laughed. "Did you run Ledger by me? Because you've been seeing him since February. The agreement's dated June." Her mouth opened and closed. "How would you even—" she started. "You used my laptop to message him in March," I said. "The thread auto-saved. I read documents for a living, Adrienne. I keep everything. Date stamped." She went quiet, then switched tactics, the way people do when the floor drops out from under them. That night she texted me. "This experiment is over. We're closing the marriage immediately. And if you push this, I'll file for divorce and tell the judge you abandoned this family for some woman." I'd been waiting 4 months for that exact text. I replied with one image. Page 3 of her own agreement. Her clause highlighted: "Any relationship begun before signing is a betrayal, not protected." Under it, a screenshot of her February messages to Ledger, time-stamped. "The ones she forgot lived on my hard drive." "You're right," I wrote back. "Let's tell the judge. I've already talked to a lawyer, and I keep very good records."